found Drake's mole. We also found some really weird, disturbing mess. Are the youngins out the room? Mess that Drake is into, allegedly. Okay, so do you know how on Twitter there was that video that got posted and deleted? Okay, it showed that DJ Academics was going around telling everybody, oh my God, that Photoshop, that cover of like Drake with his BBL pills or whatever, that's all cap. Look at the lighting, all this stuff. So whoever made it, which is the mole that Drake claims doesn't exist, but it sounds like they're taking legal action. Go watch my old video about that. I've already posted it. Go watch it after this, right? The mole actually posted the videos, letting everybody know, baby, it's video, not screenshot, okay? You can tell by the bridge. A lot of people, including myself, was like, yo, is this coming out of Kendrick's apartment? Because he got an apartment in Dumbo. People are now saying that that is not from Kendrick's apartment, that it is literally from either the one in one hotel in Dumbo, or it's at the Mark Hotel. But forget all that, because we got even deeper. Listen, that's little stuff. Baby, we got some deep questions. What type of sick stuff is Drake into? What happened January 22nd, 2023 that is so vile, so sick, and has such a big record of it, and that's documented, that if it gets out, it will completely end Drake's career? Baby, let's get into this. First of all, let's talk about who the mole is. Now, a lot of people were saying, you know, it was Baca Not Nice. And I said, I'm joking. I'm joking, because you know, Baca just is, let me just shut up. Anyway, right? So that's what was going on. However, there's been, let me pull this up. There's been new evidence that is surfaced. First, let me talk about the mole. Then we're going to talk about this weird situation that's going on, and the way the mole is actually threatening to, not threatening, but promising to expose Drake. I don't know. Let's get into this, right? So in the video, the mole is panning around. What do we know about the mole? We know that the mole is woman. It's not one of his OV hoes. She is a woman. And it sounds like she a real woman that Kendrick be talking about. How do we know this? Cooley Bravo, right? Which is tight with Top Dog Daylight and all those other people, right? Literally, when this stuff was being posted and accounts were being pulled down on Twitter, baby, UMG, I would imagine, descended on all those accounts like some locust, like the plague, and pulled everything down, okay? He actually tweeted, shorty gotta delete, even though she be telling the truth. Again, Cooley Bravo is right there with them, neck and neck, well-respected, part of the click, 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 right? Shorty gotta delete, even though she telling the truth, and put a heart. It got like 9 times, okay? Check whoever liked this, probably one of Kendrick's burner accounts. They also said, also when Ebony Prince 2K24, or actually, I guess it's 2024, said, one, King Kendrick Lamar is not a liar and I'm not a thief. For them to call them King Kendrick, I said, this better not be Kendrick's burner account calling himself King Kendrick. Anyway, and they said Aubrey and Academic, she added both of them, said they have until noon Monday, May 13th, 2024, to retract their claims of theft, or my attorney will sue you and I will exhaust every legal option. I will exhaust. So honestly, Drake suing the mole, or is the mole threatening to sue Drake? Baby, legal threats are flying back and forth. Cooley Bravo then jumped in again and said, they're going to lock your account. Top said it's over. Lol. So again, this mole, right? Top Dog is telling them over. Cooley is saying over. If you guys don't know, Top Dog is a person and the label owner. Please go into TikTok for the lore. But baby, him, Cooley, Top Dog, SZA, they all came up together. They're all locked in, okay? In any case, they said, Top said it's over, low. You're going to get the same calls me and Daylight got for this. Again, he's also confirming that those calls to shut this beef down came. Okay, now is the mole going rogue, or is this Kendrick on his burner talking about nah, we got war, right? Okay, so we know it's actually a woman because you're referring to her as she. Again, this could be them trying to throw us off. This could be them trying to throw us off the trail, but it looks like right now that the mole is a woman. Now, listen, if the mole is a woman, Drake got some problems, because let me tell y'all something. We've heard about a mole being a man giving up the tapes. Women like to talk, and I say that respect because I love to talk. Honestly, if you are down for your girls, women feel more comfortable talking to other women. They will share things that happen to them with other women that they won't share with a man. On top of that, if they heard anything that happened to other women, it'd be really easy to get that info. Again, Drake should actually be worried, because I am sure that she got a lot of evidence and a lot of tapes, but she keeps talking about what happened to January 22nd, 2024. Let me focus on this really quick before it slips my mind. Also, the mole was still at it. They said 2 Black American men became unemployed at this exact moment, and you made an enemy. January 22nd, 2023. The mole is still at it. So 2 people were fired. She also goes on to say, had you not lied, I would have just waited until you died to sell my goods. We're going to talk about those goods in another video, but let's talk about the January 22nd, because the mole just tweeted this, okay? Let's talk about what she's saying about in January 22nd. Now, this is the interesting thing. If you look at that CCTV footage, she has the footage, okay? Which, how did she get the footage? But she has the footage. But the odd thing is, she only gives a screenshot. I guess whatever's on that footage, Drake would want, okay? And that's what she's holding on to prove that she's telling the truth. But listen to this that I thought was so interesting, okay? In the video, if you look closely, when I first showed y'all the video, I was like, is that a baby in the stroller? Or like, what's going on? I wasn't being funny. But in fact, people have done investigation. And Ashton on Twitter actually figured it out. They said, for anyone wondering, that's not a baby in the wheelchair in this photo. That person is a fan named Christopher Alvarez, who was born different. He's 26 years old and has been seen with other celebs like DJ Khaled as well. Okay. Now, the funny thing is, right? In her little, I don't want to say threat, but in her statement, Ebony Prince 2020, can we just call her Ebony? Ebony's the mole, right? They said the issue in the photo should also, so anyway, let me read the whole thing. She said to Mr. Albie Graham, may this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. In my last video, I pointed out, it's called I guess trash law. If you throw anything in the trash with the intention of being trash, even if, let's just say I throw my diamond away and I'm like, F this, and I throw it in the trash, okay? If I throw it in the trash in public, or if I leave it in a trash-like setting, or I intend to make it trash, and if Drake did not report these things lost or stolen or have any record that he was looking for them, then they are in fact trash and they were abandoned. It's an abandoned property rule. Then whoever picks it up, they can lay ownership. Now you can come back 10 minutes later and be like, oh wait, no, I want that. It's too late. You gave up your rights. It was abandoned property and she claimed it, okay? So Drake can't really sue her for theft because it'd be very easy to show you abandoned this property, right? They said, but here's the thing. She said the issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you. Now, again, right? Give God glory says, is Christopher Alvarez okay? What did he do to him? Wow. Jimmy Brooks is a Degrassi character that Drake played, wheelchair Jimmy. Jimmy Brooks recovered from Ritalin addiction, ended up with a spine injury and in a wheelchair. Now, again, she says Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. My mind kept going back to that. What exactly is going on? In addition, the way as the music is Kendrick's music is playing, she pans to a laptop, right? And then she pans to a newspaper and zooms in on it. And oddly enough, it is a newspaper that has an article written by the guy in the article named Christopher Alvarez. So she's obviously threatening to expose, not threatening, because that would be wrong. She is promising to expose whatever happened to Mr. Alvarez. And I think she's implying that they got it on tape, because also the video of, anyway, let's keep going, right? I'm going to say that for a different video. I want to stay on topic. Just let you guys know a little bit about Christopher Alvarez. The Christopher Alvarez is a man with a rare genetic condition with a ventilator. Okay, some people said he's the mole. I don't think it is, because of course, Cooley literally said, yo, you got to chill. And Top Dog said, knock it off. It's cool. So they're trying to cut the mole. They're trying to tamper the mole that Drake said didn't exist, trying to tamper it down. Okay. Now let's get into the weird stuff. Drake is really giving weirdo vibes, because she's saying that something happened January 22nd, 2023. She has dropped receipts. I put them in my old videos. Drake was in New York City. He was staying at that hotel. It looks like they are all meeting, right? They are all meeting to go into Drake's suite. It is on a Sunday, God's Day, 3:19 in the morning. What were three grown men that we can see on CCTV and one person without his handler or his minder, because he does need somebody with him all the time as an assistant, I would imagine. What is he doing going into Drake's room? I do not believe he's a journalist. Okay, I believe he writes for the Queen's Village. He has never, in my estimation, written anything about Drake, interviewed Drake, done anything with Drake. So where is the professional association? And why are y'all all going to the same room when Alvarez lives in New York? And why does she keep saying Jimmy Brooks wouldn't be proud of you? Again, right? Is Christopher Alvarez okay? What did Drake do to him? Now, I went down a Reddit thread all the way from 2013. There's a lot of rumors that Drake is into some very dark, some very sick stuff. I'm not pretending to know what actually happened. However, I will say, and this is something that needs to be talked about. What did Kendrick say in actually Meet the Grams that really actually chilled our hearts? He said, Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen, your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. Again, I know what everybody's saying about the PDF accusations, but Drake, especially over that, Kendrick, especially over that creepy beat, implied that it's something, whatever. Again, these PDF files, let me just say this. UMG got cleanup for that. As messed up as it sounds, they got cleanup. It's not outside. What does this mole have that's so explosive? What does Kendrick know that's so explosive that there is not a PR team that can clean it up? Again, is Christopher Alvarez okay? And why are you taking this person in the wheelchair into your room at 3 a.m.? I would say if it was a woman standing there, if it was a child, if it was a dog, let's not forget that there's rumors going around. You know what? Let's just keep going. Go to Reddit yourself and see what they're talking about. Anyway, remember when he said, Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen, your son's a sick man with sick thoughts, right? I think ninjas like him should perish. Him and Weinstein should get effed up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates Black women, hypersexualizes them with kinks of a nympho fetish, right? Y'all, listen, I don't exactly know what's going on. I know there's more to the story. I know that she says she has the goods. I know that Kendrick's camp pretty much confirmed that it is a woman. And if it is a woman, Drake, you going down, because please believe this woman got everybody's secrets. Again, when women are hurt, if women are hurt, if women are violated, they will talk to other women. I'm not talking about the mole. I'm talking about these accusations of what Drake was doing to young women. If they were, they will talk to another woman just to get some type of community and to kind of like work it out, you know? Y'all listen, I'm doing a little bit more research. I got a little bit more information. I'm going to drop it in another video. I'll see y'all in about a half an hour. Bye.